Hello, hello, and welcome, my Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read. Ah, the kitten was there. He jumped down. He's not a kitten. He's a moose. What do I need read for this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces, August into September 2020. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, and really, really honored to be doing this work for you today from the comfort of my dining room table. If you are one of my subscribers, thank you guys so much. The subscription thing has been quite a journey within the journey. So do check and see if you are a subscriber or you think you are, that you actually are, because there's been some glitchy stuff going on across YouTube from what I understand. Whatever, I'm gonna keep doing what I do, but thank you for your love and support this past year or so, changing my format on my YouTube channel from spiritual teaching to doing readings, and of course I'm doing a balance of both for the most part. Wouldn't have been possible without you. Thank you so very much. And if you are new to my channel, please do consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, commenting, and notification bells and whistles and all that kind of stuff too, because things are about to change on the channel for the better. We are expanding a little bit, but we'll talk about that another time. As far as this moment in time, we are looking at a What Do I Need read, a 7-card draw, 7 cards, 1 card from 7 different divination systems, asking what you need for this new moon in Leo, the 18th of August, to the full moon in Pisces, the 2nd of September, which is the full moon I am born on. I'm a Virgo Sun, Pisces moon, so kind of looking forward to that in general. So remember, this isn't timeless. It's a specific 2-week period. Whenever you see it within that 2 weeks should be applicable, and please comment if it does. So it is general, right? Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and what resonates really is what is your body doing as you're paying attention and watching to the video, what cards hit the table and what flies out my mouth from my pantheons. And really, if it flatlines, it's not yours this time, it just happens. So please check your other signs. Cool, cool. Focus on your breath, stay in the present moment. I'll do the same. Let's do this. All the decks that I'm reading are in the description box all the way at the bottom. Let's rock and roll. And breathe deeply, my friends. As I tune to the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs through. My angels, please. My angels, can I have 1 card in clarity for the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? What is the angel that they need to work with, call upon, embody, right? Stalk, be stalked by, communicate with for this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces, August into September 2020. Nice ideas and inspiration, and that's very 9th house. It's very Sagittarian, right? Ideas and inspiration, to be inspired. That lightning strike of mutable fire. That's lovely. Now, I can go into this, but kind of vague at the moment, but just know to what would the healing of ideas and inspiration do? Maybe help you clear out a little bit, right? Although we are looking at a waxing phase of the moon here, ideas and inspiration, to take a seed, right? That little whisper in the ear, if you can see the angel whispering in her ear. What if you did this, right? Listen to your better angels, perhaps. How that idea can be inspired, and really a life can change with one inspired idea. It really is true. Look at the slinky. I mean, really, it's a slinky. Moving on to the new deck, the Blue Angel Oracle. Digging it very, very much. Archangel Michael based, finding it rather deep, rather fast, but hey, there we go. I just got the new Kuan Yin Oracle in today. I'm going to be doing an unboxing for that later tonight when I'm recording. I'm going to live stream that, so if you want to check that out, go check that out. Same company, Blue Angel is the name of the company, digging them a lot. They're also the Whispers of Love Oracle. I didn't even realize I was shopping from the same source. Anyway, let's see what you need from the point of view of Archangel Michael, the Archangel of Truth. I mean, he's got the best press agent. Just Google him. Oh my God. His Wikipedia page is huge. Breathe. And I have a very interesting and long-term relationship with Archangel Michael in this life in particular. Please. Archangel Michael, one card in clarity for this Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces, August into September 2020. Please, what is the point of view? What is you want them to know? My beloved Archangel Michael. Oh dear, Shambala, the golden age. Well, there you go. That looks like she's comfy. Right? Looks like sitting in a lotus and whatnot, all topless, reaching for the stars. Ooh, with a heart in it. Oh, she's the tree. Oh, that's very, very, very cool. I am still new to this deck, and I believe that is number 2. I'm going to read this, and it's pretty. Still getting to know this deck, obviously. And honestly, what's written in the book, the authorship is really good. Number 2, Shambala, the golden age. You are entering a period of creativity and abundance. Rock and roll. This card signifies a golden future, which is soon to unfold. You will have many wonderful experiences accompanied by feelings of deep fulfillment and peace. Work! This is a creative and most productive time through which you express and manifest your inner vision. So there's the ideas and inspiration, right? So it's not, so this is really about stuff, it seems really about manifesting in form here. Keep focused on your dreams and they will manifest. You shall feel inspired, ideas and inspiration. You shall feel inspired, and your positive energy will inspire others also. Express the love and creativity that is within your heart, and you will experience great joy. At times it will seem as though heaven has truly descended upon earth, which is what Shambhala is, or at least a version of. You know, like an 8th dimensional overlay on the 3rd, darling. My soul is a sacred space through which I create endless abundance. My thoughts and ideas are not restricted by time or space. As you consider that an affirmation, a mantra, what have you, but all really based on spiritual law and truth, but maybe not in your personal experience. But I would say go for the idea. Well, that's from the celestials, from the angels. Let's keep going. Let's get you from the goddesses, the divine feminine, the divine yin. What is it you need to be aware of inside of yourself, yin side of yourself? Because that's where the ideas and the inspirations, they may be triggered by something on the outside, but the process of incarnating an inspiration into an idea, into a choice, into an emotion. Air, fire, water, earth, blah, 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 right? Let's ask the goddesses. My goddesses, the divine feminine, half the universal energy. Please, one card in clarity, a piece of tarot narrative here for the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What's going on inside of them that they need to know about, right? That they need to maybe nurture, look at, wax, right? We're looking at the waxing moon from this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces, August into September 2020. This is the card you need to be aware of. Ooh, the Lovers. A decision, Aphrodite, the decision of aligning head with heart. But as you see, this is different. This is 2 women in a deep embrace. And just look at where they are, right? This is as well about making the decision to love oneself, but definitely something transcendent, definitely something powerful, definitely something that is life-changing. Yeah, a decision of this level. And why wouldn't it be? Because you're kind of anchoring into form as a result of a decision. This is love-based. This feels a little bit more ninth house spiritual than just romantic, sexual, or familial in terms of a relationship, because, you know, of course, why wouldn't the people be involved in the Lover's card, even if it is the decision between trying not just to go with the head or the heart, but to bring that all into congruence. But if something appearing like it's heaven manifesting on earth, let's see. To be aware of this inside of you, even though, look, even I did it automatically. It's like, oh, what's the situation out here? We'll get to that the next deck. But that this is something that you have the power. This decision is within you. This Lover's card, as can be the experience of loving the self, embracing the higher self as self, it loving you, you loving it, you playing, experiencing all sides of that, the multidimensionality of unity consciousness. Ooh, they are chatting it up for you. Let's ask the gods. My gods, what is it that this Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign needs to know about in the yang, in the external, either in their own manifestation of masculine energy, their creativity, their voice, their actions in the world, or something going on in the outside world, the literal physical world, for this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces, August into September 2020, and major arcana card. It's been a lot of that this time around with these what do I need reads, right? Like, I'm using 2 different tarot decks, pulling 1 card per reading, and it's been like crazy major arcana. You got the card of the sun. You got the lovers on the inside and the sun on the outside, Aphrodite and Apollo. I think you're good. I think there's something really, really good. But remember, the angels are sort of like, so again, here's a question I ask. If you pray, right? I mean, pray, ask for the angels of idea and inspiration. Maybe there are 2 of them. Maybe there's idea and I, right? And ask them, right? You know, prepare me for this coming in, because this idea, Archangel Michael is talking about, it's divine. It's a divine manifestation. I mean, everything is on some level, blah, 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 but this might be something that really is going to rock your world and change it, but only for the better. I like this. Very general still, something, but maybe, you know, that's the thing. The difference between grandeur and grandiosity. Something of divine grandeur need not be grandiose, right? Like da 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 da, right? You know, like fireworks and I don't know, the celebrity kick lines. Celebrity kick lines. Let's keep going. We're gonna get you a Chuck Spezzano love card. Voices of the Ascended Masters here. This and the last deck down will be from the Ascended Masters. The Chuck Spezzano Love Pack has 4 suits. The problem suit is back on the shelf. I took them out for these. I save those for the Wanings and the Twin Flames if I do them. I mean, if I incorporate them in those. The 3 decks that remain are Luck, Healing, and Grace. So let's see, of those 3, which one you need to be aware of, because what you need to be aware of is the sun shining, that everything is positive, no matter really what else hits the table. The sun card always lightens everything. So let's see, this can only be a blessing. Breathe. And this can only be a blessing, and that's got it. And that's the thing. This can only be a blessing. This whole experience for you, my Sagittarius. So please, my Ascended Masters, 1 card in clarity for this Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What do they need to be aware of this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces? What is the piece of luck they might need to see right in front of them, the piece of healing they need to embrace, the piece of grace they need to allow in and integrate and allow to transform them this new moon to full moon next? Happiness, the grace card of happiness, to allow happiness in, Saggies. Now look, couldn't happen to nicer people. I mean, you're all ruled by Jupiter, the happy planet, so you're sort of in your element. I mean, nothing screaming element of fire here aside from the card of the sun, but considering this is really, really lovely. So, you know, I really, really get it. To feed your fire, the air, the idea and the inspiration, but that it's coming from a higher place than yes, it may very well be triggered. Inspirations are often triggered from the outside world, but what comes in as a result. And you'll know it by how it feels. And yes, this is going to be a decision inside of you where what is felt in the heart so much may very, very challenge the mind, right? Like the psychology of it. Leave you afraid of getting something wonderful, which people think is ridiculous, but it's in there, it's in the collective. But to know that There is light, there is clarity, there is happiness here for you. I'm really, really glad. I love my Saggies. I do. I always get along with them. That's really, really great. Let's hit the Whispers of Love Oracle, a message from your higher self and or the higher selves of all involved. Now, am I seeing lots of people here? It's going to play itself out differently for whoever is watching this. A lot of people I know are still isolating for good reasons. Let's just leave that there. So whatever is going on here, let's get from the higher selves of all involved. The higher selves of all involved, please, one card in clarity for the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs from this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces. What do they need? What is the piece of inspiration, information, insight? What is it that the whisper of love that you can whisper right in their ears this new moon to full moon next? August. There you almost had it. Please. August, September 2020. Is that you? Oh, humidity. It's not the heat, it's the humanity. Please, that's the one. I feel like that was the one the whole time, though. Just went around and around. Look at your pattern in relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. Now, that might be saying that this miracle that's coming in is to change and modify your behavior. But honestly, I have to say, on a level of ideas and inspiration, and we're going to put this all together. We still have one more card to go. But like how you, before you actually put it into action, this might be the decision, the internal going back and forth between the head and the heart. Stop and look at your pattern in relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. Now, I feel like this is something that anybody would have to deal with. That sort of high voltage, like Shambala with the lovers. I mean, your heart is going to be engaged, but that doesn't mean that your mind and your ego isn't going to rail against it out of fear and protection. But honestly, with this card of happiness, just look at your pattern in relationships. So many of our patterns in relationships are just based on ideas that we bought when we were really, really young, and we don't even know that they're running the show. Chains of illusion, chains of smoke, chain smoking. Jinkies. But hey, you know, this is a powerful read. This is like a spiritual counseling read in 7 cards. So let's put the cherry on the sundae, shall we? With the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn again. From the Ascended Masters, who brought you the Grace Suit card of happiness. Let's dig in. Breathe. My Ascended Masters, please, one card in clarity for my Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this vid. Please, what is the perfect healing mantra for them this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces, August into September 2020? Please, just the one healing mantra, please, for them. Untangling neglect. I know this one. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire, not require. Desire. It's a hot one. I've done this one. I've done all of them at this point. I have had them since the beginning of December last year. So yeah. Uncovering confidence. Come on. Unraveling codependency. Untangling neglect. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. When neglect is untangled, you are no longer turning to outside sources for constant reassurance and validation. Although that's only what we're trained to do since birth, right? Conditioning. Instead, you are going within the depths of your own heart to notice the parts of yourself that require the presence of your attention. It's inner child work. And you know, it's funny, I was thinking that today Sagittarius, Zeus sits in the throne of Sagittarius, but it's the child archetype for me, the divine child archetype. And though he was the youngest, look what he pulled off, right? Talk about needing to nurture yourself. In nurturing yourself in this way, you step forward as the first responder to each wound, concern, and desire. From this space, there becomes less of a likelihood of attracting relationships where further neglect occurs simply because you have accepted your role as the one who nurtures the innocence within you. And that's what inner child work is. It's the innocence that we were all born into, and that's why it is. It's the seeds of the higher self in the physical body. Matt Cotton, genius. He really, really, truly is a genius. And he's pretty damn humble about it too, which I think is really easy. I mean, obviously, he's not Leo rising. It's a challenge. But really, this does make a lot of sense, right? This mantra is ideal for building self-confidence, surviving codependency, because, Western civilization, most likely, and healing neediness. This is really, really, really lovely. And to put it together, the angels are saying idea and inspiration. Well, what if that idea and inspiration is, wait, what if I took the time to give myself all of the approval I desire? Like, what do you think you're going to do? Like, sell everything and, like, buy a Corvette and, I don't know, make it talk? You become Knight Rider. I know that wasn't a Corvette, but sorry, sliding all over the timeline. This is really, really powerful for you. So what if the idea and inspiration from the angels is saying, from, to the ascended masters here, take the time to give myself all the approval I desire, untangle all that neglect, because ain't nobody got everything that you needed. And that's showbiz, kid. And Archangel Michael talking about Shambala, and look up the word. Google the word, right? Because it really is the idea of paradise, heaven on earth. I mean, it's no Themyscira, but, you do the best that you can with your etheric cities hovering, whatever. Internal, the goddesses are saying this is life-changing stuff. Like, there's a larger decision at play here, not just the moment-by-moment choice, but if you can literally give yourself all the approval you desire, the chances of you actually trying to get that from others here, where it's to yourself you give it, because outside this looks like you're getting a lot of clarity, a lot of light, a lot of positivity, and really I don't get that if there is a threat here, that there's a real one. It may be perceived. It may even involve someone else's toxicity and energy and shadow that you might be picking up on, but I don't feel like it's you, because the Ascended Masters themselves are saying, allow in the grace of happiness. Like, seriously, start with calling with the angels. Like, if you want to do, okay, I call to the angel of idea and the angel of inspiration. And through that, you will look at your patterns in relationship, right? And really, really get that they couldn't give you the approval you desired because they didn't know how to give it to themselves. And that's usually how it rolls, right? I mean, I don't think it's a huge psychological breakthrough at this point that people can't give you what they were never given or taught how to give. But that then you get that you are taking back a power that's always been yours too. And that anchors in Shambala, even in a metaphoric sense for a weekend. That's lovely, right? Let alone the anchoring of fifth dimensional consciousness in your life. I really love this new deck. So how about a blessing, if I can even top that, right? May the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need from this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces, that they may anchor Shambhala with ideas and inspiration as they look at their patterns in relationships, really allowing the grace of happiness to flow through them as the sun shines around and through them, as they make this really love, move, choice, decision balanced within them, untangling neglect, taking the time to give themselves the approval they desire for their well-being and for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. That was a mouthful and a couple of lungfuls, but absolutely, my Saggies, if anybody is worthy of it, of a reading like this, it's you guys. I love my Saggies, though. You're the fun ones, like me. So please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment below. Let me know how this resonates to you, because this really just feels like so overjoyous in a way. But with that Shambhala part of it, I mean, I hear they have lovely shopping there. Just saying. Anyway, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of it all. My Sagittariuses, my hunters. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon to full moon next. Hail, farewell, and blessed be.